You ever feel like you're the only person in the room who doesn't know a secret? Like everyone around you is smiling and nodding, but behind their eyes, they're just counting down the seconds until your world completely falls apart? Well, that is exactly where Brooke Logan is standing right now. It's honestly heartbreaking to watch if you really think about it. She's walking through the halls of Forrester Creations with this huge, glowing smile on her face. She genuinely thinks she just won the biggest battle of her life. She spent weeks lobbying Ridge and Steffy. She pushed them. She pressured them. She basically refused to take no for an answer because she wanted her daughter back where she belongs. And finally, it looks like she got what she wanted. Steffy dangled that carrot and promised a relaunch timeline for hope for the future. Brooke is literally popping champagne in her head. She thinks she secured her daughter's legacy. She thinks she saved the day. But the truth is a total gut punch. While Brooke was out there fighting for Hope's seat at the table, Hope had already left the building. Can you imagine the shock that's coming for her? This isn't just a business move. It is a deep-seated family betrayal. And when that blindfold finally slips off, Brooke is going to have just 6 words to say. But before we get into those specific words, we really have to look at how we got here. This is a mess of epic proportions. Let's talk about Hope for a second. What was she actually thinking? I mean, really? She didn't just sign a new contract. She signed it with the one person who makes the Forresters see red. And that's Bill Spencer. According to the latest reports and those juicy spoilers we've been tracking, she is officially a Logan designer now. She made the jump. She took the leap. But instead of being a boss and owning her choice, she looked her mother right in the eye and lied. She called it a hiatus. She told Brooke she just needed to figure out her career. Well, we all know what that really means, don't we? It's code for being too scared to tell your mom you're working for the competition. The funny thing is, this little half-lie is probably the biggest mistake she's ever made. Think about it. By saying she's on hiatus instead of officially resigning, she is technically under 2 contracts at the same time. That is a legal disaster waiting to happen. You know Steffy is just looking for a reason to crush her. If Hope starts designing for Logan while she's still on the Forrester payroll, Steffy is going to sue her for everything she's worth. Every sketch, every idea, even the name Hope itself. It could all be considered Forrester intellectual property. Hope is trying to stand on her own 2 feet, but it feels like she just tripped herself before she even reached the starting line. Why do you think she did it? Was she just that desperate to get out from under Steffy's thumb? Or is she just playing a game she isn't ready for? And we can't forget the Logan sisters. This is where it gets really juicy and, honestly, kinda mean. Donna knows. Katie knows. They are all sitting there watching Brooke brag about her victory, and they are keeping their mouths shut. Can you believe that? Katie is even sitting there with a huge smirk on her face. She knows that Hope is the secret weapon for the new Logan line, and she is just letting Brooke look like a fool. It's like a secret club where Brooke is the only one not invited. Donna is caught in the middle, and you can tell she's feeling the guilt. She's torn between her conscience, her husband Eric, and her sister Brooke. She knows that once this secret comes out, all hell is going to break loose. But she's still staying quiet. It feels like the Logan sisterhood is officially broken. I mean, would you do that to your sister? Would you let her go on and on about a win you know is actually a total loss? It's cold. It's calculated. And it shows that Katie is tired of being in Brooke's shadow. She wants to be the one on top for once, even if it means stepping on Brooke to get there. Then you have the man behind the curtain, Bill Spencer. You know Bill doesn't do anything just for the money. He does it for the power. He didn't just hire Hope because she's a talented designer. He's using her. He's weaponizing her. He even brought back the Hope for the future diamond. This isn't fashion. The psychological warfare. He wants to hit Ridge where it hurts. He wants to prove that he can take whatever he wants from the Forresters, their talent, their legacy, and even their family members. Even Wyatt is looking at his dad like he's lost his mind. Wyatt is skeptical. He sees the red flags everywhere. He knows that when business becomes a vendetta, everyone ends up getting burned. He realizes that Bill has crossed the line from corporate competition into something much darker. Is Bill building a new fashion empire? Or is he just building a weapon to destroy Ridge? Honestly, it feels like the foundation of this whole Logan company is built on quicksand. While the adults are busy lying and plotting, the kids are literally throwing punches. We have to talk about Will and RJ. That argument got intense, didn't it? Will delivered a ruthless punch in the gut to RJ. And why? Because of Elektra. It is like a mirror of their parents' drama. Will is jealous. He's angry. And he's acting out. But that one punch cost him everything. RJ didn't just take the hit. He went straight to the top and got Will fired. Now Will is out for blood. He told RJ he was going to regret messing with him. Do you think Will is going to go work for his dad at Logan now? It would be the perfect way to get revenge. He could help Bill take down Forrester from the outside. It's just more fuel for the fire. The next generation is already picking sides, and they are playing just as dirty as the people who raised them. But let's get back to the moment we're all waiting for. The reveal. Picture this in your head. Brooke is still riding high. She's probably planning a celebration for Hope's return. And then she walks into the Logan showroom. She sees the logos. She sees the sketches. And then she sees her daughter standing there. Not as a visitor, but as the lead designer. The realization hits her like a physical blow. She realizes she's been played. She realizes that her sisters and her daughter have been whispering behind her back for weeks. The silence in that room is going to be deafening. And that's when Brooke says it. Just 6 words that are going to haunt the Logans for a long time. She looks at Hope and whispers, "How could you betray us, Hope?" Think about those words for a second. She doesn't say, "Betray me." She says, "Us." In Brooke's mind, the Logans and the Forresters are one big unit. She has spent her whole life trying to keep those two families together. She thinks they are a team. But Hope's move proves that the team is dead. Hope isn't a Forrester anymore. She's a Logan. And she's choosing her own path. Even if it means leaving her mother behind in the dust. It's the end of an era. Brooke is left standing all alone in a house she built for people who don't want to live there anymore. Her victory was a total sham. What makes this even more painful is the real reason Hope did it. She finally realized that she's never going to be a top priority for Brooke. Hope saw her mother choose Ridge's destiny over her own career. Brooke tried to get the co-CEO spot, but when Ridge said no because of Steffy, Brooke just gave up. She chose not to fight Ridge because she didn't want to cause trouble in his relationship with his daughter. Hope saw that and felt like a dagger to the heart. It was like Brooke was siding with the Forresters over her own child. For Hope, that was the final straw. She realized she'd never be respected at Forrester, so she took her talent elsewhere. So what do you think? Is Brooke the victim here? I mean, she was just trying to help her daughter, right? Or do you think she brought this on herself by being so pushy and controlling? Can the Logan sisters ever fix this relationship? Or is this the start of a permanent divide that will change the show forever? And what about Steffy? Do you think she is going to use that contract mistake to legally destroy Hope? I want to know your theories. Is Bill going to win this war? Or is he just setting himself up for a massive fall? This is the kind of drama we live for. And I can't wait to see how it plays out. If you're as obsessed with the Logans and Forresters as I am, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are tracking this every single day, and you definitely don't want to miss the fallout when the first lawsuit finally drops. Now we really have to dig deeper into this legal entrapment of Hope Logan. I mean, did you see the reports about the glaring mistake? Hope is now under 2 contracts, and that is like a ticking time bomb. This isn't just a simple mistake. It is a massive conflict. Hope signed the contract to join Logan, but then she turned around and told Brooke that hope for the future was just on hiatus. Do you see the problem there? Since she didn't officially resign from Forrester Creations, she might not even be allowed to bring her vision to another company. Steffy is going to make sure of that. You know how Steffy gets when she's in boss mode. She's going to go through that contract with a fine-tooth comb. If there's a non-compete clause, Hope is done. If the contract says all her work is Forrester property, Hope is done. It's like Hope walked out of the CEO's office and into a legal cage. And what about Bill's new empire? It already looks like a disaster waiting to happen. The foundation is shaky at best. Bill is relying on previous collections and designers from Forrester. He's basically borrowing their homework and trying to call it his own. Wyatt is right to be skeptical. He sees his father crossing the line from business into psychological warfare. Bill is weaponizing that diamond to humiliate Ridge and Brooke. It's a power play, plain and simple. And then you have Shauna Fulton showing up out of nowhere. She's flirting with Bill and offering to be a designer because she's available now. Is she there to help? Or is she just there for the money? Logan is on such shaky ground already. Is Bill building an empire or just a very expensive weapon? Let's talk more about that physical fight between Will and RJ. It was chaotic. Elektra was terrified. She didn't expect things to escalate that fast. But the way she looked at Will afterward tells you everything. She saw his anger and his lack of control, and it pushed her away. Now she's growing closer to RJ because he seems calm and supportive. Will may have lost more than just his job. He may have lost Elektra too. And with RJ costing him his job and trying to steal his girl, Will might resort to some of his dad's tactics. That is a scary thought. We know what Bill Spencer is capable of when he's angry. If Will follows in those footsteps, nobody in Los Angeles is safe. And what about Brooke grilling Katie? Brooke is so curious about the new designer. She keeps asking questions and Katie just keeps smirking. It's like a cat and mouse game. Katie knows she has the upper hand for the first time in her life. She's deceiving her sister while Hope secretly prepares the new line with Deke Sharp. How long can they keep a lid on this? In a town like this, secrets have a way of coming out at the worst possible time. Steffy is already vowing to take down Logan. She says she doesn't see any hope for them at all. She thinks they're going to fade into oblivion once Eric is back where he belongs. Little does she know the fight is just beginning. Think about the irony of Steffy's words. She tells Hope to her face that Logan has no future, not knowing that Hope is the one who's going to be leading that future. It's the ultimate soap opera setup. Steffy is so confident in her couture superiority. She thinks Eric's line was the only thing keeping Logan afloat. She expects them to just disappear. But Hope is feeling more confident than ever that she made the right choice to leave. She might even be the one to bring the Forresters down. But wait, there's another twist. Steffy might not just let Hope for the future go. Spoilers say she might be planning a shady move to launch the brand without Hope. Can you imagine? Hope walks into the showroom and sees her own line on the runway. But she's not the one running it. Steffy is obsessed with making Forrester more couture. And she thinks HFTF is the opposite of that. But she's also petty and seething from the Logans trying to take her job. What better way to get revenge than to steal Hope's brand name and use it for her own designs? Hope will be horrified. She might have a new job at Logan, but Steffy isn't going to let her take the legacy with her just out of spite. This whole situation is a powder keg. You have the sisters fighting, the kids fighting, and the fashion houses at each other's throats. Brooke is caught in the middle of a war she didn't even know was happening. She's defending a family that just fired her nephew and a husband who won't support her daughter. Is she ever going to wake up and see that her destiny is costing her everything else? Or will she keep pretending that the Logans and Forresters are one big happy family until there's nothing left of her own bonds? And what about Bill? He's summoning people from his past to expand the Logan empire. He's trying to get that diamond back through Wyatt. He is playing for keeps. This isn't just about clothes. It's about erasing the Forresters from the top of the mountain. If he can use Hope to do it, he will. But is Hope really okay with being a pawn in Bill's game? She thinks she's found a new home, but she might just be a tool for a man who cares more about winning than her creative vision. It's going to be a wild summer in Los Angeles. Between the legal battles, the secret designs, and the family fallout, I don't think things will ever be the same. Make sure you stay tuned because this betrayal is just the first domino to fall. Who do you think will be left standing when the dust settles? Will it be the destiny of the Forresters or the new power of the Logans? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and I love hearing your theories. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive. It really helps the channel out. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss our coverage when the big reveal finally happens and Brooke's world comes crashing down. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you in the next one. You ever feel like you are the only person in the room who doesn't know a secret? Like everyone around you is looking at you and smiling, but behind their eyes, they are just counting down the seconds until your world completely falls apart? Well, that is exactly where Brooke Logan is standing right now, and if you really think about it, it is honestly heartbreaking to watch. She is walking through the halls of Forrester Creations with this huge, glowing smile on her face because she genuinely thinks she just won the biggest battle of her life. She spent weeks lobbying Ridge and Steffy, pushing them and refusing to take no for an answer because she wanted her daughter back where she belongs. And finally, it looks like she got what she wanted when Steffi dangled a carrot and promised a relaunch timeline for hope for the future. Brooke is literally popping champagne in her head right now, thinking she secured her daughter's legacy and saved the day. But the truth is a total gut punch. While Brooke was out there fighting for Hope's seat at the table, Hope had already left the building. Can you even imagine the shock that's coming for her? This isn't just some business move. It is a deep-seated family betrayal that is going to change everything once that blindfold finally slips off. Before we get into the 6 words Brooke is going to say when she finds out, we really have to look at how we got here because this is a mess of epic proportions. Let's talk about Hope for a second. What was she actually thinking? I mean, really, she didn't just sign a new contract. She signed it with the one person who makes the Forresters see red, and that's Dollar Bill Spencer. According to the latest reports and those juicy spoilers we've been tracking, she is officially a Logan designer now. She made the jump and took the leap, but instead of being a boss and owning her choice, she looked her mother right in the eye and lied. She called it a hiatus and told Brooke she just needed to figure out her career. Well, we all know what that really means, don't we? It's code for being too scared to tell your mom you're working for the competition. The funny thing is, this little half-lie is probably the biggest mistake she's ever made. Think about it. By saying she's on hiatus instead of officially resigning, she is technically under 2 contracts at the same time. That is a legal disaster waiting to happen. You know Steffi is just looking for a single reason to crush her. If Hope starts designing for Logan while she's still on the Forrester payroll, Steffi is going to sue her for everything she's worth. Every sketch, every idea, even the name Hope itself could be considered Forrester intellectual property. Hope is trying to stand on her own 2 feet, but it feels like she just tripped herself before she even reached the starting line. Why do you think she did it? Was she just that desperate to get out from under Steffi's thumb? Or is she just playing a game she isn't ready for? And we can't forget the Logan sisters in all of this. This is where it gets really juicy and, honestly, kinda mean. Donna knows and Katie knows. They are all sitting there watching Brooke brag about her victory, and they are keeping their mouths shut. Can you believe that? Katie is even sitting there with a huge smirk on her face. She knows that Hope is the secret weapon for the new Logan line, and she is just letting Brooke look like a fool. It's like a secret club where Brooke is the only one not invited. Donna is caught right in the middle, and you can tell she's feeling the guilt. She's torn between her conscience, her husband Eric, and her sister Brooke. She knows that once this secret comes out, all hell is going to break loose, but she's still staying quiet. It feels like the Logan sisterhood is officially broken. I mean, would you do that to your sister? Would you let her go on and on about a win you know is actually a total loss? It's cold and it's calculated. It shows that Katie is tired of being in Brooke's shadow and wants to be the one on top for once, even if it means stepping on Brooke to get there.